Daniel stared at the project on his old laptop. The amount of money involved was more than he had ever imagined. But there was one problem. He had never done anything like this before. His hands began to shake. Then his phone rang. It was Mr. Okoro. "Daniel, they want your answer tonight." Daniel looked at the laptop. If he accepted, he could change his life. If he failed, he could lose the trust of the only person who had given him a chance. Daniel took a deep breath. Then he said 4 words that would change everything. "I will take the job." The following morning, Daniel woke up before sunrise. His mother was already awake, preparing breakfast. She looked at him. "You didn't sleep?" Daniel smiled. "I have work to do, Mama." She noticed the worry on his face. "What happened?" Daniel sat beside her. "Mama, someone has given me a big opportunity." Her face lit up. "That's wonderful." Daniel looked down. "But I'm afraid." His mother became quiet. "Afraid of what?" "What if I fail?" His mother smiled. "Daniel, do you remember when you had nothing?" He nodded. "You were afraid then too." Daniel looked at her. "And you still started." She touched his shoulder. "Don't let fear make a decision that your courage should make." Those words stayed with him. Daniel went to the small business center. He opened the project. It was a complete branding package for a growing company. Logo, marketing materials, social media designs, business presentation, everything had to look professional. Daniel stared at the list. It was overwhelming. For a moment, he almost closed the laptop. Then he remembered the day he was sitting outside the garage with nothing. He remembered being laughed at. He remembered losing his job. He remembered the old laptop. And he remembered his promise, "I will not quit." Daniel opened his notebook. He wrote, "Learn, practice, ask questions, deliver." Then he began. Daniel spent days studying. Whenever he didn't understand something, he searched for answers. When a design failed, he started again. When he made a mistake, he corrected it. He didn't pretend to know everything. Instead, he became obsessed with learning. But 3 days before the deadline, disaster struck. Daniel opened the laptop. The screen froze. He waited. Nothing happened. He restarted it. The laptop switched off. Daniel's heart stopped. "No." He pressed the power button again. Nothing. He tried again. Still nothing. Daniel looked at the screen in disbelief. The entire project was stored on that laptop. His work, his designs, his future, everything. He rushed to the repair shop. The technician examined the laptop, then shook his head. "The hard drive is damaged." Daniel swallowed. "Can you fix it?" "I can try." "How long?" The technician looked at him. "Maybe 2 days." Daniel's eyes widened. "I don't have 2 days." "Then I don't know what to tell you." Daniel stepped outside. For the first time in a long time, he wanted to cry. He looked toward the sky. Why now? He had finally found an opportunity, and just when he needed it most, everything was falling apart. Then his phone rang. It was Mr. Okoro. "Daniel, how is the project going?" Daniel couldn't speak. "Daniel?" He finally answered. "Sir." "What happened?" "My laptop has crashed." Silence. Then Mr. Okoro said something Daniel wasn't expecting. "Come to my office." Daniel arrived at Mr. Okoro's office. He expected anger. Instead, Mr. Okoro looked at him calmly. "Did you lose your work?" Daniel nodded. "Yes, sir." "All of it?" "Yes." Mr. Okoro leaned back. "Then what are you going to do?" Daniel looked confused. "I don't know." Mr. Okoro stood up. "That's the difference between someone who wants success and someone who is prepared for success." Daniel listened carefully. Problems don't disappear because you have a dream. They appear because you're building something. Mr. Okoro walked toward a cabinet and pulled out an old laptop. He placed it on the table. "Use this." Daniel stared at it. "Sir, your deadline hasn't changed?" Daniel took the laptop. "Thank you." Mr. Okoro looked at him. "Don't thank me yet." Daniel paused. "Why?" "Because I'm not giving you another opportunity after this." Daniel's heart sank. Mr. Okoro continued. "I'm giving you a responsibility." Daniel nodded. "I understand." "Good, then finish it." Daniel walked out. But something had changed. He wasn't working anymore because he wanted money. He was working because someone had trusted him. This is where Daniel learned a powerful lesson. Opportunity is not enough. You must become the person capable of handling the opportunity. Many people pray for bigger opportunities, but they don't prepare for bigger responsibilities. They want the promotion without developing the skills. They want the business without learning how business works. They want success without developing the discipline required to sustain it. Daniel didn't become successful because someone gave him a laptop. The laptop only gave him access to an opportunity. His preparation made the opportunity valuable. And here's another lesson. When Daniel's laptop failed, he had two choices. He could say, "This always happens to me," or "What can I do now?" That is the difference between a victim mindset and a solution mindset. A victim asks, "Why is this happening to me?" An unbreakable mind asks, "What can I do about it?" You cannot control every problem that enters your life, but you can control your response. You may lose a job. You may lose money. Someone may reject you. A business may fail. A relationship may end. A plan may collapse. But the question is never simply, "What did I lose?" Ask, "What can I learn? What can I rebuild? What can I do next?" That is how resilience is built. Not when everything goes well, but when everything goes wrong and you decide to keep moving. If you're facing a difficult season right now, remember these 4 things. 1. Stop asking why me. Instead ask, what is this situation teaching me? That question moves your mind from helplessness to possibility. 2. Prepare before opportunity arrives. Don't wait until someone gives you a chance. Start learning now. Build your skills now. Practice now. Because when opportunity arrives, preparation determines whether you can handle it. 3. Have a plan B. Daniel's laptop failed, but his knowledge didn't disappear. Always develop yourself beyond your current tools. Technology can fail. Money can disappear. People can leave, but your knowledge stays with you. 4th, never let one setback become your identity. Something may have gone wrong. That doesn't mean you are a failure. You experienced failure. There is a difference. Failure is an event. It is not your identity. Daniel had only 3 days left. He had lost his laptop. He had lost days of work. But he had not lost his determination. For the next 72 hours, Daniel barely slept. He worked. He learned. He corrected. He started again. And finally, at exactly 11:47 p.m. on the final day, Daniel clicked send. The project was delivered. He leaned back in the chair, exhausted. His mother walked into the room. "Did you finish?" Daniel smiled. "Yes, Mama." She hugged him, but Daniel didn't know what was waiting for him the next morning, because at 8 a.m., his phone rang. It was the company. Daniel answered. A man's voice said, "Daniel, we need to see you immediately." Daniel's smile disappeared. "Did I do something wrong?" The man paused, then said, "Quite the opposite." Daniel stood up. "You need to see what happened because of your work." Daniel had no idea that the project he nearly abandoned was about to open a door far bigger than anything he had imagined. To be continued in episode 5. If you're going through a difficult season right now, remember Daniel's story. Your setback is not your final chapter. Don't quit because today is difficult. Don't quit because people don't believe in you. Don't quit because the first attempt failed. Keep learning, keep building, keep moving. If you believe your story is not over, comment, "I will not quit." And subscribe to Unbreakable Mentality, where we don't just chase success, we build the mindset that creates success. I'm Lady Siska Dominic. Until next time, keep your mind unbreakable.